a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee. Running to the far sideline, down to the 45 to the 40, 35-30. Is there a flag on the play? I don't see one. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Tennessee scores!
Yeah, the sun's burning fog off the Tennessee. The Vawls Navy's making waves, and it's orange they bleed. Vawls Nation's tailgating, and they're raring to go. Yeah, when Nealon gets to rocking, it's a hell of a show. And man, you won't believe.
What's up, Vawls Deep listeners, followers, fans? Welcome to the Vawls Deep podcast. We hope everyone is doing well tonight. I know I am. The anticipation is unreal. The anxiety has me going wild inside, boys. I'm ready to get on the road. I'm ready to make the 5.5-hour pilgrimage to Columbus, Ohio. Ready to put the ball down. It's what we waited for all year. It was the team's goal. It was this podcast's goal. Getting to the playoffs was nearly everyone's goal before the season started. It's here. Check that box. It's time to check a few more boxes.
Box by box. That's what we got now.
Box by box.
Brick by brick.
Yeah.
No, we don't
Gotta
say
love
that.
it.
The pilgrimage, you said?
Pilgrimage.
Something like that.
It's the correct word.
Well, you know, the Pilgrims was alive last time Ohio State beat Tennessee. So
Ohio State's never beaten Tennessee. The Pilgrims
that's
weren't
the
alive
point,
then.
buddy.
Episode 25 has officially kicked off. As always, we're live tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. For our TikTok listeners, if you don't like the behind-the-scenes view, look us up on Facebook or YouTube. That's Vawls Deep Podcast, VAWLS. Say it with your chest.
Vawls.
You know, that's a shirt.
Yes, that'd be a nice shirt. Be a good hat, too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can fit it on a hat, but that'd be a nice shirt.
Yeah, the hat looks good. We've got everybody who has ordered hats and shirts. We've got them, so
I made them by hand.
I'll try to start shipping them out tomorrow.
I made them by hand. No Chinese kids made them in a sweatshop. It was me. I made them all by myself.
They do look good. The leathers are raised. They're 3D. They're really nice hats. So stop by the Vol Daddy and buy you a hat or a shirt.
Look very good. With me tonight, per usual, from left to right, I have Spanky, Spur in the middle, and Joshua on the right. We have a lot coming your way tonight. Excited to be back live. Hit that share button if you don't care. Show us some love. Let's have a huge show tonight. Let's give a big shout out to our sponsors before we get Vawls Deep tonight. VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, 865 Exterior Solutions, Hound Dogs Knoxville, Tennessee Trends, Freedom Motors, and the Vawls Navy. If you enjoy watching or listening to us, we would greatly appreciate you supporting them for supporting us. They are truly all the best in the business.
And as I've said, we're currently looking to add more sponsors for Season 3. If you own a business or know someone who is looking to keep their advertising dollars local, hit us up. We couldn't do this without our sponsors, and we greatly appreciate each and every one of them.
I love your radio voice.
101.3 WECO.
They're not a sponsor.
That is a Hammer's first name.
And
If you ain't been to Hammers, you ain't been to Wartburg.
Make a career out of this, boys.
in the Vawls Deep, not at Wartburg, in the Vawls Deep oven tonight.
Oh, God.
Of course, yeah, it's just a joke, JK. Of course, we'll dive into Tennessee's upcoming first-round playoff matchup versus Ohio. We refuse to call them state, per usual. A little basketball talk, not too much tonight because we know what everybody wants to talk about. We'll have the normal segment, start, bench, cut, one word, over, under, the duel. College football playoff talk. Tennessee football will be the primary talking point tonight. The college football loser punishment. I lost last week.
Hey, Vol Daddy, before you go any further, I'm just going to put it out, guys. The Vol Daddy has early onset stages of a cold or flu, so we're going to give him a reprieve on drinking this Coke for now because we do not want the Vol Daddy sick going to Ohio. So, Vol Daddy, you're off the hook for now, but the punishment still stands for later.
I'm trying to knock it out this weekend.
Well, Spanky brought me a dang used Coke anyway.
I didn't know what got drunk out of. My bad.
Secondhand Coke.
My bad.
Secondhand Coke. That sounds wrong.
Y'all called me, said stop and get a
Don't
Coke.
get
You
yourself
didn't tell me
canceled.
what kind of Coke.
Coca-Cola.
But I will shotgun a Coke. I promise. It'll be ice cold. Who'll be the loser tonight for our football pick'ems? We'll find that out. Who must dip into the cup of punishments tonight? We'll reveal that later in the show. Spur will reveal who won our college football pick'ems from the Vawls D podcast page as well. Go ahead, Spur.
Yep, that person gets a $25 gift card to Hound Dogs and some other cool items from the Vol Navy. You know, while Vol Daddy coughs his head off, let's give a big shout out to our friend and Vol for Life, Stephen Hensley. Stephen is both a realtor and insurance broker. He can help answer any questions you have about real estate. What's the market doing? Is it a good time to buy or sell? What's my home worth? Do I need to make improvements or repairs to get the most money? As an insurance brokerage, he can shop your home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle, renters, landlords, Airbnb, small business, DJ, whatever. All multiple carriers to find the best deal possible. Can also recommend other commercial and business insurances, any line of business. Text or call him anytime. It's 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. And Josh and myself will be tailgating with Steven come Saturday in Ohio. So we're looking forward to hanging out with him. It's going to be a great time. We're going to go ahead and check the comment box while Luke continues to cough his head off.
Speaking of Steven, he's in the
Say hello to
he's
Willie
in here
for me,
listening to
Luke.
us.
Hey, Steven. Appreciate all your support, brother. We're going to try to make it through tonight. As Vol Daddy is a little bit under the weather, but we're going to stick through this. He needs to. Eric says that Vol Daddy needs a shot of whiskey to clear that up. Yeah, he sure does.
Need some of that mountain stuff.
Yeah.
Says take a shot. Travis Daniel says go Vols. Mike Sharp says Jaeger. Yep. Captain Roscoe Bird. Some of the people on social media have cracked me up this week. It for sure doesn't take much to get the world round up. And I might say Luke does a great job stirring them up. That's right. If you've not seen Vol Daddy this week, he's been everywhere on social media. He's been on Channel 10. He's been on
Channel
National
8.
News. Columbus Dispatch has copy and pasted some of his posts. To say that we've done an excellent job on trolling would be an understatement. What's been your favorite troll so far, Josh?
The fact that he had a plan B with the goalpost, that had him really going. That's what got Ohio State Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
That's what got his picture up there.
They are using name and facial recognition to spot Luke Jackson when he comes in to Ohio this weekend.
Oh yeah, they got his face. They'll put his face on the jumbotron. If you've seen this man, get him.
Yeah, the only person that will be arrested for tearing down a goalpost will be the Vol Daddy. But we'll bail him out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's great that we've played Rocky Top on every jukebox in Columbus for the entire week.
The jukebox thing was
And
top tier.
Just when you
trolling.
think it couldn't get any better, with getting their ticket sale code, then you get the whole jukebox, and then you get the goalpost, and I'm telling you, them people are very scared right now. They're frightful.
They're soft.
They've not been this worried about the state of Ohio since the election. They're just
That's
freaking
true.
out.
And I'll tell you, I'll just go ahead and put it out there. There is no excuses to not go to this game Saturday. Spanky. Tickets right now
I'm
are on
coaching the
most
children of
major
America.
ticket sites for under $150. Some places have them for $110. That's fees, taxes, and everything. Guys, you can afford it. Everyone listening to this podcast can afford $100. If you can't, sell something and make your trip up to Ohio. It's going to be an awesome time.
If you can't go, there is talks. I'm thinking about doing a watch party, everybody. You just stay tuned for more information. You might have to pay to get into the watch party, but hey, there's going to be a watch party.
If you're going to pay to get in the watch party, might as well just pay to go watch the game up there.
No, some people can't drive, because the cold and the.
You're going to have a whole lot of me talking tonight because I'm going to let Vol Daddy rest his voice a little bit. So let's get Vols deep into our news and notes. Let's give some shout-outs to our All-Americans. Cooper Mays has been named an All-American by The Athletic, the coaches, Sports Illustrated, but no AP, and that's just absolutely
That's
crazy.
insanity.
Yeah.
He's not
Congratulations, Cooper Mays. It's well-deserved.
right. It's well deserved. It's asinine that he didn't get the AP vote. He's the best center in America. I changed my mind on that.
Yeah,
He got USA Today, too. I didn't have it wrote down.
He should be a consensus All-American, but the AP clearly doesn't pay much attention. Cooper Mace still has not allowed a defender to get a sack all year. He's the leader of this playoff offensive line. It'll be difficult to replace come next season. Cooper Mace's going to make some money next year, boys.
He's going to be a very rich man.
Very rich man.
Spanky, your dad says you're not having a watch party at his house.
No. Oh no, don't worry. Don't worry.
Speaking of All-Americans, Dylan Sampson has been named All-American by The Athletic, Walter Camp, Sports Illustrated, and the AP. Did he get USA Today as well? Probably.
Yes.
Congrats to D. Samp. Completely gypped on the Doak Walker and the Heisman contention. And I agree with All Daddy. I'll stand on that hill till I die because Dylan Sampson deserved to be in New York.
Didn't they just give him third team honors?
I don't know, but
That's terrible.
we all knew who was going to win the Heisman, but
It was off of media. That's all it was.
Sampson certainly earned at least the invite. That being said, Dylan Sampson still has the ultimate goal in sight, and that's a national championship. Time will tell if Sampson's going to return next year. What are y'all's feelings on that?
Well, with Cam Seldon going on out, I got a hunch that he might come back.
I'm starting to feel good about it. What about you, Spanky?
I feel pretty good about it. I think, he's got some unfinished business to attend to, especially here at Tennessee. Honestly, if he comes back, maybe not being invited to the Heisman could have been the best thing to happen to him.
That chip on that shoulder, if he comes back next year, it's gonna be a big old potato by then.
Yep, and we're going to be having some French onion dip with that chip on his shoulder, buddy.
Let's also be honest. He may be able to make more money at Tennessee with an NIL than he could as a rookie in the NFL because NIL deals are pretty much better than a rookie.
Waggles, if you're listening.
Waggles, Pilot, with all of them. Haslam's, we know you got deep pockets.
Jimmy Haslam
Unload
with that
'em.
oil money.
Vol Daddy, we might pitch in a little bit.
Yeah.
Couple dollars.
I'll pitch in a couple quarters.
Think we could afford Dylan Sampson's NIL right here at Vawls Deep?
No.
Sell a few more hats.
Buy some hats, people.
Well, we got another All-American. Gerard McCoy has been named All-American by Sports Illustrated and the AP. And it's well-deserved, and everyone remember, McCoy is just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
Wow,
We've got him
crazy.
1, potentially 2 more years.
Yeah, he's our best cover corner and is only improving every game. Perhaps the best in the country. I'm going to go ahead and say it, guys.
Ricky Gibson's not far behind him.
And then you got Boo Carter as well. So that crazy interception against Vanderbilt, I don't care what you say, guys, that turned that game around.
It did.
Vanderbilt had all the momentum at that point.
They was going in for, 21-0?
Yeah, I still think we would have handled business, but the moment was huge. His skills are going to be tested this week, though, because Ohio State's going to try to throw the ball deep against us. And it's going to be cold. We all know it. We don't care it's going to be cold. Forget that narrative, but it's still, players
Ohio
got
State's a
playing.
good passing offense. They really are.
They got some talented receivers up there, but if we can get pressure on that quarterback, we'll talk more about that later. But
Yeah.
I think we match up well.
And then once we beat Ohio State, we'll have the Rose Bowl in Oregon, and then it's two teams that throw the ball a lot. Oregon's a different style offense. They're going to throw it short.
They're going to
quick
dink and dunk
passes.
you.
Yep. Whereas Ohio
And
State's
something
gonna go
we're
top-
forgetting
they're
here,
gonna
too, with Ohio State as well, their offensive coordinator, he's a great offensive play caller, and Chip Kelly.
Yep.
Like, he's gonna splice it up, and he's going to air it out.
He is. Tennessee's going to wear their stormtrooper uniforms. It's all white head to
Nah.
toe versus the Ohio University this Saturday.
Nah.
Guys, I'm fine with it.
Nah.
I'm okay with it. I love the Stormtroopers. Let's roll. Put the football down. Let's go.
Nah. I want orange
I
helmets,
don't
orange
care
breeches.
if we be wearing pink polka dots this weekend. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's business attire. It's a business
Dusty Rhodes
trip.
wore polka dots.
Guys, that patch looks amazing on there,
It
though.
does.
I'm sure you've seen the
It
video.
does.
No distractions, no different uniforms. Look clean, play clean, and win. That's the only thing that I'm going to say. And if you haven't seen it, Apple Maps has officially renamed Ohio Stadium. Did y'all see this? Mm-hmm. It's now called Neyland North.
That's right.
For you Ohio State fans listening on TikTok, the Vol Navy, the Vawls Deep podcast, and all of All Nation is invading Neyland North that you all call Ohio Stadium, or as we call the Toilet Bowl.
Yeah.
Tennessee is coming for the North once again.
Yep. About 35,000, 40,000 strong, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's going to be close to half.
Guys, I'm putting a over/under on 40,000. What do you think?
I'd almost take the over.
I'd take the over.
I'll tell you, hotel prices have gone way up. Ticket prices keep going down. Again, if you don't have your tickets, buy a ticket. Go to this game. It's history being made. It's
It's
Tennessee.
the granddaddy of them.
Yeah. You only get the first playoff game first time. So, be loud, be proud. Ohio State troopers and a police chief for Columbus have announced the goalpost will be taken very seriously. Once again, the goalpost will be protected from rabid Tennessee fans. We do have a plan B, though. We do have a plan B. If you haven't seen plan B, check out Vol Daddy's Facebook page. Plan B is listed. We've been in talks through the Ouija board with the designer and architect of Ohio Stadium. So there is a plan B.
I think he's like 124 years old now.
Yep. saying all that.
I agree, Chase. I agree.
Saying all that. Is there a more ignorant fan base out there in Ohio State?
No, I thought it was Texas.
I thought it was Texas too, and then I thought it was Missouri at one point. I thought it was Alabama.
I thought it was Georgia at one
I
point.
thought it was South Carolina. Thought it was Kentucky.
What is a Buckeye?
A nut.
But you know what it
poison
is?
A nut.
It's a poison nut.
A nut. Well, looks like I hate to say it just like this, but I guess they're gonna be sucking on Tennessee's nuts this Saturday. Ain't that right? Sorry, I didn't mean to get you canceled, Josh. I'm
You're
sorry.
good, man. You're good.
They have been so worked up and fired up all week.
This is just beginning. Wait till Saturday.
They still don't know what's coming.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, they don't realize the sea of orange that is invading Columbus, Ohio, in 2 nights.
This is a bunch of sober UT fans doing this too. So.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't even started drinking yet. You're right.
Facts.
Well, Vol Daddy may have had a swig or two here in the last few minutes, but
Some cough medicine.
Cough
That
medicine.
Dayquil over there.
that's water in that jar, by the way. Good old Tennessee mountain water.
Corn in a jar.
Need a corn.
Josh Heupel has been named the George Munger Coach of the Year semifinalist. So I'd say by the end of it, he's going to be a finalist.
If all ends well, he will win that thing.
Yep. All right, guys. Since June 1st, the University of Tennessee has only lost 4 games. These sports include football, baseball, Lady Vawls basketball, and men's basketball. 37-4 since June 1st. It's great to be a Tennessee Vol.
Yes, it is. You know, and those 2 losses, 2 of them come in the College World Series, and then during football season. That's it, man. We've lost 3 out of the 4 teams that we've lost to have been worthy opponents.
Yep. And we caught Arkansas at a bad time.
Yep, and that's it. And there's not a better institution in this country all around than the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, it's an insane
Go Tech
stat.
gives them a fair fight.
It's an insane stat. The difference in Tennessee and schools like Georgia and Alabama is we want more. We're still hungry. We're not spoiled. This fan base is incredible because they're all in for every sport. So we're going year round, guys, and we can just look back short 10 years ago. We didn't have anything to cheer for after football season, and barely had anything to cheer for then. So I'm pretty excited for where this entire program is at. It's still growing. We got an excellent athletic director and coaches galore up there on Rocky Top.
He can't miss on hires right now, man. No. He just keeps hitting home run after home run after home run. And
This man can't miss. He ain't missing.
what Spanky said.
We're going to keep on going, guys. We're going to talk about Tennessee men's basketball. The Tennessee men are 11-0 after defeating Illinois over the weekend and then just demolishing Western Carolina last night. The Vols remain number 1 in both the AP and coaches poll. So,
You know, they started off kind of rocky last night. But, I mean, whenever they poured it on, they poured it on. This team don't quit, man. And anyone, anytime on this team, I believe, could win us a game, and is going to win us a game. So unless something bad happens, we're going to go into SEC play 13-0.
I'm not going to talk much about the game last night other than the fact that Western Carolina made 5 3-pointers in the first half. That's the only shots they made the entire half. 15 points off 5 3-pointers. That's just crazy.
They'll keep you in a ball game.
No 2-pointers the entire first half.
They'll keep you in a ball game if you make threes.
They only made 5 of them.
Yeah.
But Spur, look, and Josh, looking back through the years, you know, with Schofield, with Grant, with Don't Connect, with all these other great Tennessee teams that we've had, you think this is the best one we've had?
I've got it right.
As of right now, of where you're at in the season, and I don't know, we don't know how they're going to finish as of yet, but where they're at right now in the season, it's hard to argue. Very hard to argue.
I believe this may be Barnes' best team all around that he's had since he's been here.
He's winning the Natty. He gonna do it.
So, the game against Illinois was ugly, but it was a win against a Quad 1 team on the road in a very hostile environment. We were in foul trouble from the beginning. Akoklo got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes. Ziegler got his third and fourth foul very early in the second half. They done everything they could to lose that game, but still found a way to win it. Jordan Gainey, you can't say enough good things about him. He does his role so well as a sixth man. Did you hear the Illinois coach say that Gainey doesn't handle the ball well?
Yeah.
He was wrong about that.
Yeah. Took it 94 feet, didn't he?
We won a slugfest, and that's a game that could bring the already number one team closer together for each other. So I thought it was tremendous.
You bring in the 6th man of the year candidate right there, and he goes up with it with seconds left on the clock, if any time left on the clock. And just drops it in, man.
Tennessee's currently on a 4-game homestand. They play MTSU December 23rd at 7 o'clock inside the Thompson Bowling Arena. They have another game right after Christmas. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But then Arkansas, the first SEC game, comes in on January 4th. Get your tickets now. They're only going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a Coach of the Year award for December, it would be Rick Barnes.
That's right.
You lose Dalton Connect, Josiah Jordan James, Santiago Vescovi, Jonas Adu. What a rebuild for the portal, man.
And 11 games into the season, you're ranked number 1.
It's Tennessee's best start since 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Tennessee men have an all-time 11-2 record while being ranked number 1 in the country. So they've only lost twice as the number 1 team in the country. They've won 11. And say what you will, but when you have that number 1 next to your name,
You got a target on your back.
You got a target on your back. I think this team's better than last year. I really do. The Lady Vawls are currently playing Memphis right now at Memphis. We'll check in on that game here in a few minutes. I'm not sure the score.
I'll do a score here.
Yeah, Spanky, get us.
I'll be
Walter
useful.
Walsh on Facebook says the Lady Vols are in a fight with Memphis right now.
Memphis is a ranked team, I believe, are they not?
I'm not sure. I know
Into the first quarter, we got Tennessee 22, Memphis 21.
Oh, it's going to be a good game down there. So after the Vols Deep podcast is over, check out the Lady Vols game. So quick hitters for you. We know everyone wants to talk about the big game on Saturday, Tennessee versus the University of Ohio. Coach Kim Caldwell has the best start as a Lady Vols coach debut in Tennessee women's history. Not that there's been a lot of women's coaches, but she's been the best so far. The Lady Vols have made history by being the first in Division I, whether it be men or women, basketball to hit 33 pointers in a single game. They also scored the most points in a game in both school and SEC history, and they moved up 1 spot in the poll to number 18. And I'm just going to say they're rewriting the record books just 8 games into Coach Caldwell's tenure at Tennessee. If you didn't see the game Saturday, you missed history. Buy you some tickets now because 33s in one game.
That's insanity.
One of them had
Crazy.
9 by herself.
Yep.
They had 16 in the first half, including a buzzer beater from about 40 feet.
Yeah, from the logo.
From the logo. And it was funny because watching the game, it was on SEC Plus, so you had to go out of your way to find it. But watching the game, every time Tennessee would make a 3, the commentators did a great job of saying the next record that could fall. So you could keep along. 16 in the first half, 19 being the SEC record, 28 being the NCAA record. I mean, they broke every record there was on 3-pointers.
And 139 points in a women's college basketball game.
Yeah.
On one team.
Crazy.
Congratulations, Coach
and they
Caldwell.
got a beautiful coach too. You know,
They do.
She's just
This is
beautiful.
Spanky's favorite
Like I'm telling you, I could watch her all day long.
I'm going to get
She's
through this next
married,
part.
Spanky.
Get through this next part and see how Vol Daddy's doing. We'd like to thank our friend Amy Maxwell with Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothes, shoes, and accessories. Football season is here still. Basketball season is right around the corner, too. We're in the middle of it, too. It's not too late. Go check her stuff out at Hound Dogs Knoxville. You can't miss it. It's right inside the front door. If you want your kids to stand out and look great, and not have the same shirt on as every other woman inside the Neyland Stadium or Neyland North, you need to check out the Tennessee Trends line. Check Tennessee Trends inside of Hound Dogs Knoxville or on her Facebook page. Amy is awesome. Support her, support small business, and buy local. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We're going to upload the live video on our YouTube channel after the show as well. You can also check out the audio version. It will be uploaded wherever you prefer to get your podcast. It'll be on Spotify, iTunes, whatever. You can rewatch on Facebook as well. We still have a long ways to go. The show is just getting started. We look forward to hearing from all our live listeners. And speaking of that, guys, let's check the comment box before we go to commercial. Anything good?
We got.
It says Spanky isn't a good JV coach.
He also
He's
says.
just mad right now because he's got to wear travel pants for warm-ups tomorrow. I don't want to hear it.
He also says Spanky's a bum.
Yeah, I am.
Maybe
Chase said
maybe Leland is Edith.
maybe. I don't know. Chase might be too. Says Spanky's the only real coach on this show.
Oh.
Yep. Steven said he's not the only one sad to see J.P. Estrella got hurt, and he's excited to see him play. Yeah, for sure. How about Gainey at Illinois coming through when half the team got in foul trouble? Foul trouble is going to be an issue this year. And the refs, that was a very, very physical game. The refs had a hard job in that game. Say what you will, that they could have called 1,000 fouls in that game, if you ask me.
The Memphis ladies are 2-7. Record is 2-7.
Got a Georgia fan on TikTok that said Tennessee can beat Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas from a dog.
I agree.
We've got some Buckeye nuts on here too.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor thing.
Your
small
mascot's
nuts.
a
I don't know
nut.
what's coming.
Are they small nuts?
Very small,
Okay.
like steroid nuts. They're like tucked in, kinda. 4,000 likes on TikTok. We appreciate y'all very much.
Well, Eddie, how you feeling?
No, you keep going, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's time to
not-
take a little commercial break. We'll be right back.
That's not really
Right
a
after
good
this.
thing. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Vol Daddy. I want to give a big shout out to the Fairview Union. Great musicians, local people. Chad's from my hometown. They were gracious enough to let us use their music for our podcast. Make sure you check them out. They're huge Tennessee fans. You won't be disappointed. Let's hear them play.
Man, you won't believe that roar when the boys find the checkerboard. The big orange is back. It's a fact. Volunteers, where you at? Get loud, staying proud. Send a message to the crowd. Y'all better get used to the fact. The big orange is back on track. Coach Hyper, where you at? Getting it done, having fun. Power team #1. Y'all better get used to the fact. The big orange is back.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned car dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotors.tn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. On down the line.
After.
All right. We're back here on the Vol Deep Podcast. Robin Sheldon, we're talking about you. We don't
It
want to
ain't
get
good
canceled
either. It ain't good.
We heard you about got canceled in a Sunbright Little League game the other night, so we're not going to talk much more about that. But
Chase says only nuts he wants to see Saturday are Smokey's Dragon across the ugly O.
that'd be fine with me.
I'm good with it.
Planting a flag right afterwards, too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, you did see that the Ohio lawmaker has come out, and that bill to make flag planting a felony has died. So it is completely legal to plant a flag in the middle of that O.
So
so dumb.
Spraggins gets to do it now.
Yep.
There's probably going to be a lot of flags.
I think he would have done it
Tailgating, and there'll be a lot of flags in the ground tailgating.
Yeah. Thank you, Hound Dogs of Knoxville, for sponsoring our
Yeah.
podcast. This locally owned and operated Tennessee sports store is your go-to hometown store for all your Tennessee needs. Whether it be clothing, hats, accessories for your car, boat, office, tailgate, pets, or your kids, they have what you need at Hound Dogs. Check them out at hdknoxville.com. Make sure to check out all of our podcast platforms where you prefer to listen. We are there. Our audio versions are very popular. We'll get to it without any fees to our listeners, thanks to our sponsors. And another shout out to 865 Exteriors. These guys can do it all. Roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, doors. Matt Swole, Cole, and Chandler can handle any project you can throw at them. I know one thing. It's damn near impossible to find people who want to work these days. If you do find them, getting them to actually show up is a whole new ball game. Call 865 Exterior Solutions and cut through the BS. 865-399-3547 or 865-292-1772 is the number to call. Let them know the Vawls Deep Podcast sent you. Any more comments, guys, before we go to start bench cut?
Teddy says it should be illegal for only the opposing team to be pepper sprayed in an on-field brawl.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, it was just, I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
Dalton reminds everybody that Spanky used to be a Gator fan.
Thank you, Dalton. Thank you for wasting your typing on that useless comment. We all knew that, but thank you, buddy.
Eric White says whoever's covering Smith on Saturday night has got their hands full. If it's Boo, this is where he needs to lock in that NIL deal. I'd say it's going to be McCoy.
Hey, you know that can. It's right there, right?
What you
TikTok.
doing, Spanky? What are you showing us?
What is wrong with you?
TikTok's up there, buddy.
What is wrong with you? Let's go on. Let's go here.
TikTok, Ohio fans ignore Spanky, you know. He's a converted Tennessee fan from a Florida fan.
We're still training him.
Yeah, it happens.
He still got his training wheels on.
Dalton just said Spanky used to be a Gator fan. Let's not forget. That's right. All right, let's play start, bench, cut, guys. We all know the rules. Start, bench, cut. Question number 1. Which position group is most crucial for Tennessee to come out with a win versus the Ohio University? Is it the offensive line, the linebackers, or the wide receivers?
I'm going to start the offensive line, man, because that's where it gets going, and I know exactly what Spanky's going to say. But that's where it starts, man. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to protect your quarterback. I'm going to bench the linebackers if they can fly around and make plays, and not allow the long plays and everything. We'll be all right. And I'm going to cut the wide receivers. If we can have an average night out of our wide receivers, I think we'll be just fine because I think Dylan Sampson's going to have a field day.
Josh, I couldn't have said it much better. The offensive line is where it begins at. That's where this team is going to win or lose this game, I believe, is on that offensive line. And if we can protect Nico, open up holes for Dylan Sampson, I think we're going to be just fine. I'm going to bench the linebackers. We're going to have to slow down Ohio State's passing game. They're going to try to throw over top of us. As he just said a minute ago, they got a pretty good wide receiver that's going to try to run circles around us. We're not going to let it happen. And I'm going to cut our wide receivers. I think we'll be just fine in that regard anyway, but I think we can win the ball if we just pound the rock.
To me, perfect order. Because, like I've said all year long, I've used the analogy, in order to light a cigar, you got to have a fire up front. If there ain't no fire up front, there ain't going to be no smoke in the backfield. O.D. Samp ain't going to have no smoke, baby, if there ain't no big fire up front with big nasties. Next, the linebacker group, hey, we got to stop their run game. Well, lack thereof a run game for them.
Talking microphones.
And then we got to stop. We got to hit the wide receivers. You need to tell you how to make a wide receiver drop a ball, knock his ass out. He ain't gonna catch that ball second time. Then third, wide receivers. I'm not really worried about them. Then it matters as long as they can catch the ball. You know, right here, make a catch, bam, catch it and go. Help Nico out, bail him out.
I will say one thing about Dylan Sampson. He's made a statement that he feels better now than he's felt all season. So, healthy Dylan Sampson is a good thing for Tennessee.
He's had 3 weeks rest, man. That's a horse been sitting in a stable for 3 weeks, man.
Yeah, let him eat.
He's ready. I'm going to start the offensive line. Obviously have to dominate, but I think the run game has to take over. Obviously protect Nico. I'm going to bench the linebackers. Ohio has great running backs. They're going to look to take advantage of our young, inexperienced linebackers we have. We have to be elite there, and I'm going to cut the wide receivers because without good O-line play, wide receiver play is not going to matter.
That's it.
But no drops and stay on the blocks, man.
I think that's the first time we've all four agreed on something.
Yes. All right, question number 2. Who is most likely to get upset in the first round of the college football playoffs? Is it Texas getting upset by Clemson, Notre Dame getting upset by Indiana, or Penn State being upset by SMU?
I'm thinking SMU's gonna they could possibly upset Penn State. They got a lot of speed on that team, and Penn State has won ugly in a bad conference all year. I don't think they deserve where they're at. I think SMU could put a lot of points on the board and look out. I believe they could pull it off. I'm gonna bench Clemson beating Texas. You know, Dabo's been there. He knows how to win it all. He knows how to win on the road. He knows how to win these big games. And then I'm going to cut Indiana at Notre Dame. It could end up in an upset, but I don't see it.
Not so fast, Josh. You know, the team that I feel like has a chance to upset the other, I think Clemson has a real chance to beat Texas. I think Texas is still reeling from losing that SEC championship game. They've still not beaten a real team all year long. Dabo's going to have Clemson ready to play. The only thing that I think holds them back is their lack of size on both their lines. But I think Dabo's going to have them ready to play, and he's going to have them fired up. So if I'm going to start any of them, it's going to be Clemson. I'm going to bench SMU being Penn State. I think it may be the best game of the weekend as far as closeness. Hint on the Tennessee game. But I do believe Penn State wins that one, and I'm cutting Notre Dame getting upset by Indiana. I feel like Notre Dame wins that game by 17 points or more.
Well, you know, old Dabo, he's changing with the times. He's evolving. He's adapting. He went in the transfer portal today, and he got some players. Dabo
really?
got some players out of the transfer portal. Well, they ain't there in school yet. I'm going to cut Clemson beating Texas. Ain't going to happen. I'm going to bench S&M beating.
Whoa, you're going to get canceled here.
What'd I say?
S&M.
Oh, sorry, SMU. My bad. My bad.
If we play SMU, that's our new name.
I'm going to bench them because I just think Penn State's going to come rocking. And then I'm going to start Indiana because there's always got to be a Cinderella team. And Tennessee is not a Cinderella team. We're a dominant team. Indiana is a Cinderella team in this playoff.
What you got, Vol Daddy?
I'm going to start the SMU, Penn State. I think SMU can definitely beat Penn State. James Franklin is like 1-15 versus anybody with a pulse.
No doubt.
So, go Mustangs. I'm going to bench Texas and Clemson. Dabo's been in this situation many times. It's hard to top experience. I'm pulling for Clemson, and I'm going to cut Notre Dame, getting beat by Indiana. In my opinion, Indiana doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell
We agree on that.
to beat Notre Dame.
Yep. Start bench cut. Today is Stone Cold Steve Austin's 60th birthday.
Here you go, Spanky.
60
Thank
already.
you.
Start bench cut. These things associated with Stone Cold. Austin 316.
What?
The Stone Cold Stunner
What?
or what?
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 Listen, growing up, I was a huge Stone Cold fan.
What?
What? He was always my favorite. man.
What?
All right.
I'm gonna start the Stunner.
What?
It's classic. Everybody knows it. You know when that glass crashes, you know what he's coming down there to do. He's gonna come in there, he's gonna kick you in the stomach, and he's gonna drop you on the shoulder. Then the Austin 316, that's what started it all. Was Austin 316 said, "I'm gonna whoop your ass," or "I just whipped your ass," whatever.
Oh, you're canceled now?
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to say it too, so it's okay.
And I'm gonna cut what because that was kind of later on. It's
Unacceptable.
annoying, but it's funny sometimes. So I mean.
You know, Ohio fans up there, you can give me your Buckeyes. You could give me your Scarlet. Let me tell you one thing. Vols 316 says we're going to whip your ass. So I'm starting Austin 316. I'm benching the Stone Cold Stunner, and I'm cutting Watt.
Here we go.
So, you want me to try to rank Stone Cold Steve Austin?
What?
You want me to try to rank from Austin 316?
What?
Try to rank the Stunner. Try to rank. There ain't no ranking.
You've already screwed up your
There
promo.
ain't no ranking. There ain't no ranking here.
How many times you did this in the bathroom this
To
morning?
start
You
it
messed the whole
off
thing up.
was the Stone Cold Stunner. We're going to start that bad boy because once it's hit, you out like a light. Then next, we're going to cut, or no, bench, my bad. Sorry, I cut everybody. We're
He's
going
all
to bench
here.
Austin 316 because it's the one that skyrocketed him to the mountaintop. And then I'm going to have to cut the cold beer.
Okay. The cold beer?
The cold beer.
It's what, buddy?
It's what? Not cold
What?
beer.
Anyway.
What?
I'm gonna start Watt.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I am. I
funny.
think it's funny. It's
What?
catchy. It's still relevant. I mean, obviously, I know more about wrestling than anybody I know of. I'm gonna bench the Stone Cold Stunner,
You like Bill
And-
freaking Goldberg.
and I'm gonna.
You don't have
You
room
just-
to talk.
You just deafed about 14 people.
I'm gonna cut Austin 316. What?
What?
Let's get out of this.
Who's
wrestling talk.
next?
Let's
Who's
get out of
next,
this wrestling
Spanky? Who's next? You want the jackhammer?
talk. Gunther's next. That's who's next on that, by the way. Start bench cut. Who will be Tennessee's breakout player on defense versus the Cuckeyes? Cuckeyes, yeah.
It's the
man.
Cucks. Yeah,
The
they're
Cucks.
the Cuckeyes.
Will it be James Pierce Jr.?
Canceled, Spur.
Now, you done it this time. I'm just reading. Jermon McCoy or Will Brooks?
Man, I think James Pierce is going to eat against this injured O line of Ohio's. Man, I just don't think there's anybody up front that can stop him. That nobody can match his speed up front. I'm going to bench Jamad McCoy because they're going to try to pick on him. And that first time he picks him off and takes it back to the house, they're going to think about it. And you could go either way with this, bench or cut, but, you got to cut somebody, so I'm going to cut Will Brooks.
Guys, I'm starting Jamad McCoy. I think as far as a breakout, he's still been under radar all year as far as national attention. I think he garners it this Saturday at Ohio State because he's going to be against their number one receiver. And I think he's going to show why he's the best cover corner in the SEC and maybe the country. I'm going to bench James Pierce Jr. I think he's going to eat. Ohio State's offensive line is somewhat injured right now. That might be their weak point of their team. Mm-hmm. And I'm cutting Will Brooks. I think Will Brooks, he's kind of been off the last couple of games. We need him to step back up. So let's go out there and get him.
Big-time players show up in big-time games. James Pierce is a dog. He's a straight old nasty dog. He's going to show up here at the shoe. He's going to put his shoes on. He's going to show up here at the Ohio University. Then Will Brooks.
The world's largest tulip bowl.
That's right.
I wonder what their goalposts are going to look like in the river.
It's going to look like
white.
They ain't going to have nothing.
I heard it's only like 4 foot tall, so.
I do heard they like midgets
river.
up there. Will Brooks, I'm going to have to bench him. He's had a quiet couple weeks, but hey, the quiet people are always the ones you got to worry about. Then next, McCoy, I hate to cut him because I think he'll have a breakout game as well, but that's why they make this list, I guess, for entertainment purposes.
You know what? I'm going to start Will Brooks.
All right. Love it.
He steps up in big games. He always has. I think he's going to do it again. Let's bench James Pierce Jr. and let's cut Jamad McCoy, but he's going to make some plays. He's going to be attacked a lot, though.
Will Brooks wouldn't be off size like Rudy was.
All right, guys, one more. If you could bring back one player for next season instead of them going to the NFL draft, who are you bringing back? James Pierce Jr., Dylan Sampson, Brew McCoy.
We highlighted this a little bit a few minutes ago, but give me Dylan Sampson, man, for my start because that dude is a beast. You turn around and hand the ball off to him 30 times a game, he's just going to go off every single week. I'm going to bench James Pierce just for a simple fact. Our defensive line room is so deep. And then I'm going to cut Brew. He coming off the injury last year, he's had kind of a slow year. He's had, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my list.
Mine is I'm going to start Sampson. He's the one who carries – I'm not going to say he carries the team on his back, but he has to take Advil before and after every game.
Advil?
Advil, my bad. I'm having a hard time with words tonight. But Sampson, he's the spark we need. Next, I'm going to give it to Pierce because he's the leader of the defense. Mm-hmm. He's the one they try to scheme around. Hey, let's not run the ball that way. The next, Brew McCoy. I love Brew. He's a tremendous leader, somebody you got to have on your team. But due to the simple fact I got to keep them other ones, I'm sorry.
I'm going to start Sampson. Give me D-Samp and all the record breaking. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bench James Pierce Jr. and I'm going to cut Brew McCoy.
That's my order as well. J.C. Pruitt says D-Samp for 3 touchdowns and 150 yards. I'd be all right with that.
He does that.
It's a safe bet.
Handedly.
Yeah, he says it's not going to be a good day for any school with state name. Sorry. I guess he's referring to Penn State and Ohio. Teddy says Ohio's going to load the box, and they blitz a good bit. Wide receivers are going to be super important. Maybe this O-line is the only group more important.
It's all right. We like to run some screens, too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Robin Sheldon says I'm canceled again.
Oh, man.
That happened.
Yeah, I did see that there's somewhat around 20,000 tickets still available. And I seen a very legitimate post that said that Ohio plans on filling that stadium with the Haitian immigrants that still need places to look for. So
they are going back over the wall. They're eating the cats and dogs. This Saturday we're going to eat the Buckeyes.
Let me finish. We don't need to bring Smokey. Maybe let's bring Uga.
Wow.
Because those Haitians eat dogs.
Yeah, that's a
Get
good
canceled
point.
again. Sorry, guys.
That's a good point.
I had to. It was a joke I read online. Forgive me.
Taking this way too far, Spur.
I am. Forgive me for I've sinned.
They're eating the dog.
All right, guys. Let's play one word. Y'all ready? Daddy, you got anything on TikTok you want to read?
No, we're over 5,000 likes. We appreciate that very much. We got some people wanting predictions, but we'll do them later in the show.
Predictions are coming. All right, one word. Y'all know the rules, so I'm going to give you one word or a phrase, and y'all give me the one word that comes to your mind, all right? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
The state of Ohio.
Klondike.
Bengals.
Karens.
Let's go Rain Mans.
I have something to say about that, but I'll let Alan from The Hangover say it.
The Ohio University coach, Ryan Day.
Feel free to play in the comments, too.
Yeah. Butch.
2.0.
Beard.
Die. I'm going to go pressure. And I'm going to go Michigan.
And you meant beard die, not he actually died, people. Everybody calm down.
Yeah.
They don't wish death upon nobody here.
I'm going to go unemployed. Again. Give me
Fired
something.
would be a good one.
Buckeye.
Poison.
A nut.
Let's go Yankees.
Candy.
Oh, those are good.
All right. Columbus, Ohio.
Orange.
Takeover.
The founder. Because you know Columbus, he founded America.
Let's go warm.
Warm.
I like it.
Eddie George.
Titan.
Tennessee.
Back.
27.
Sorry, I don't know why I didn't say king. Sorry, my bad.
Explain your 27 there, Daddy. The number.
The number.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Back when the Titans were
Yep,
relevant.
I remember him now. Ezekiel Elliott.
Overrated.
Wasted talent.
Belly.
Billy.
I'm going to go bust.
AJ Hawk.
Beast.
Caillou.
Who?
Caillou, the little ball.
No,
the
my,
little
my
ball
answer
kid.
is who?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, he got me with that again.
Corn cob pipe there, Spanky.
What you got, Valday?
I'm going to go McAfee.
All right. Ohio Stadium.
Toilet.
Bowl.
Mario.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Took me just a second. I'll go orange.
Mm-hmm. Brutus, the Ohio mascot.
Corso.
Damn you.
Dang. I said recognizable because he is recognizable. You can see it everywhere.
Mascot.
That's part of the question there, Spank.
I know, that's the word.
Okay.
I'm going to go trans.
Wow. Tennessee total points at Ohio U.
31.
27.
99.
34.
We running it up on that, baby.
Josh Heupel,
Extension.
the man.
I don't know if I can say this about him yet, but I'm going all in. GOAT.
Okay with it right now.
I'm going to go tattoo.
Tattoo, there you go. That's how you play one word right there. We'll read some of your comments in a minute. Freedom Motors LLC is owned and operated by Chris Looper. Top-notch pre-owned car dealership located at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville. Freedom Motors will do more for you to get the deal done than any other dealership around. If you want convenience, you can check out their entire inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. Once you pick the vehicle that is right for you, they can even deliver it right to your door, even in Columbus, Ohio. Check out Freedom Motors today and keep freedom rolling. Let's check the comment box there, Valdaddy.
J.C. Pettit says Heupel, legend.
Dustin Price says Coach of the Year. I like it.
We've got a 34, a 28, and a 37 for Tennessee points.
Yep.
We score 30, we're winning, I think. So
We've got a 45 and a 21
We
for
got an
points as
Acorn
well.
for, I'm assuming, Brutus. We got a Cokehead for somebody. I'm not sure who that one was for.
probably A.J. Hawk.
Liz says good candy for Buckeye. That was my answer, so I like that.
Hard candy.
We've got a Neelan North on
Christmas.
TikTok, 5.3 thousand likes on there. We appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it.
Someone said, JC said crybabies for the entire state of Ohio.
Bring
so
me way down.
that's it.
Robin said, will you all please beat them?
Robin Sheldon
Yeah.
is a ball
Lord,
fan
it's
for this
like a
weekend. I like it.
Hard
BFL.
We're gonna
candy
convert it.
Christmas. I'm barely getting through.
All right, guys. It's time to go over the keys of the game. Tennessee, Valde, you want to take this segment here?
I'll try. Tennessee travels to Columbus, Ohio. First round playoff matchup. Kickoff will be at 8 Eastern. ABC will be covering the game. ESPN gives the Vawls a 34.6% chance to win. 28 degrees at kickoff. It's going to be perfect weather. The Vawls will be wearing their Stormtroopers all white uniforms.
First things first. Weather's not going to be much of a factor. I'm just going to say it right now.
It's not.
It's cold for both teams. Yeah. But on offense, what's your keys of the game there, Josh?
Run the ball, man. This is supposedly the number one defense in the country. Impose your will and show them what Tennessee football is all about. Don't let the moment be too big, and take care of the ball.
Yeah. To me, it all starts in the trenches. Our left tackle and right tackle, Campbell and Hurd, must protect Nico and contain the defense for Ohio State. We can't afford to have pre-snap penalties to put us behind the chains. Dylan Sampson needs 25-plus touches, but he can't have that early fumble. It just can't happen. We should be able to run some against OSU, but yards will be at a premium. Nico has to be decisive and crisp. We're down some receivers due to the transfer portal, but overall should be fairly healthy and ready to go. I think our tight ends are going to be crucial. Last, play with tempo. The cold air will make playing defense against the up-tempo offense a little more difficult. Cold air makes it hard to breathe. I should know.
My keys to the game, got to win first down. If you win first down, I think we have a good shot at winning just because of how high-powered their offense is. Chip Kelly, he's going to dial it up.
We're talking about our offense only right now, Spanky.
That's what I'm talking about. Give
Okay.
me a minute, because look, we gotta match with their offense. Because look, I hate to break to everybody. This is gonna be a high scoring game. Both offenses are gonna stack up here.
think it is.
But we got to come out ready to play. Win first downs, stay on the field as long as we possibly can, get it out of their hands, and I think we'll be okay.
Aside from winning the line of scrimmage, which is always number one, I think we have to start fast, at least semi-fast. If we can run the ball, we win the game, I think. No penalties, no self-inflicted wounds. Just be accurate and catch the football. It's literally that simple. And Dylan Sampson needs to hold on to the football.
Yeah, that's it. What about for defense?
I just play our game, put pressure on their quarterback from the first snap, keep them behind the sticks, limit big plays.
Yeah, for me, it's just like offense. It's all in the trenches. We got to pressure our quarterback, make them make bad decisions, watch our run gap. Both teams are going to try to run the ball. We've struggled late in the season with some gap protection, so I think it's going to be very important in this game. Our defensive backs must keep the Ohio receivers from completing the deep ball. I have full confidence in this group. We got to let James Pierce eat. This could be a T. Lander and a Will Brooks game yet again. And Valdetti said earlier, you think Will Brooks is going to be our breakout star. We had to get off the field on third downs and no stupid penalties.
Make them uncomfortable in their own house. Make them feel like they are on the road. Make them get off the field. Make them be like, man, can we really do this today? Not only physically dominate them, mentally dominate them. Because if you can mentally dominate somebody on the line of scrimmage from linebacker plays to secondary play, especially if you can mentally dominate somebody in their own house, you will have the advantage all night long. And I feel like it could be the outcome for the whole game.
This game's kind of in our favor here with the weather and the style that we play.
I agree.
We need to get Will Howard We need to get to him. They're going to take shots down the field. We need to make him very, very uncomfortable. Linebackers, they have to be great. The middle of the field has to be secure. Ohio, they're going to continue to test our youth, but I think if this defense plays like it can, if Tim Banks calls this game how we know he can, we're going to be just fine.
I agree. Any side notes or special teams?
Just side notes, man. Fans.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it earlier. Buy a ticket. Go up there. There's still plenty available. They're cheap. Buy you a ticket. Go up there. Scream your head off for a few hours, and then come home Sunday.
Yeah. Spanky loves to talk about special teams, and he's not wrong here. Field position is going to be crucial. We had to make our kicks. We had to pin them deep and stop their returns. Is it time for that fake punt? I mean, you're going to do it, you might as well do it now, right? Let's turn that stadium orange. Let's be loud. Let's be heard. Let's sing Rocky Top all night long in Columbus, Ohio.
That's the plan. If we
Let's
win.
make them hate Rocky Top.
It is long overdue for that fake punt, but I think that it's time to do it. There's no better time than right now. Special teams, you're going to have to come out big in this one. First playoff game in school history, first playoff game for Ohio State and for Tennessee as well. Leave no doubt. Go crazy with it. Leave it all out there. Don't take plays off. I get it. You know, like, it's punt team. Hey, let's just jog to our spots. No, you got to be all 11 guys on the ball at all times. Punt return, all 11 guys on the ball at all times. Keep your blocks, keep going. Kickoff, get down the field. Kick return, knock somebody's head off. Field goals, make your kicks. Field goal block a damn thing. Special teams got to be on all night long.
I hope Jackson Ross has a quiet night and just sits on the bench.
Yeah, hope he doesn't have to punt at all. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, games like this are won and lost on special teams. I mean, just look at Neyland's game maxims. It makes very clear how important special teams are. We have to be elite on Saturday on special teams.
That's it. Well, that's our keys to the game. We want to thank our listeners for that segment presented by VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty. Stephen is from our hometown. He's a Vawls for life and literally the best agent you will find in East Tennessee. He's done nearly 500 real estate transactions in the last 3 years, including helping former NFL great and Super Bowl champion Rodney Harrison and his family purchase their Knoxville home so they can come watch their son Christian play at Tennessee. He played 3 seasons as a walk-on under Fulmer and senior year under Lane Kiffin. Went to UT as a walk-on, moved to backup punter his junior year, and then finished his senior year at running back. Text or call him, 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. We'll be right back. There's still a lot to do and talk about. Share this out to your friends and sit tight.
Checkerboard, check the score. We're gonna be on top. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Gators, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all ball, bring it on. We're all ball, bring it on. The Ball Navy's getting crazy on the Tennessee. We're tailgating, just waiting for that power tee. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Bama, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing that song. We're all ball, bring it on. Bring it on. Butch and crew coming through, got this thing on lock.
What do you want, Spanky? What do you want? You've
I have a question.
You've had your hand up for like 2 minutes now.
I had it up the whole time. But I do want to say this, okay? I do have a key note for Tennessee fans now. This Saturday, I know I can't be there. I got to be here at Cofield. Someone's got to make sure that no one steals a house because, in Cofield, last person out of town has to turn the lights off. So somebody's got to stay back. But I need you guys all to do me a favor. I need you to be loud. I need you to be rowdy. I want every shirt off in that stadium. I get it. We're all going to wear orange, but wear a hat or wear pants or wear overalls. I need every Tennessee fan to be loud, passionate. Nips out, baby. Let's go. That's what kind of game this is. This is a all-out, nips out kind of ball game. Let's go.
We're going to do it.
That's all I got.
And with that,
Bring your chapstick.
with that, we're back. There's still a lot to do for tonight's episode of the Vawls Deep Podcast. We have our over and under coming up next. The duel will follow, and we need all of our listeners for that, and need your votes. After that, we'll be getting into our college football pick'ems for your chance to win a $25 gift card courtesy of Hound Dogs and some pretty cool stuff from the Vol Navy. Stick around, and we'll tell you all about that. Also, one of us is going to have to dip into that cup of misfortune, so someone is going to be someone. It's great to me.
Probably me.
Guys, let's check our comment box. We ain't looked in a minute.
Teddy Davis says, kick the ball out of the back of the end zone.
DJ Fulbright says Vawls by 50.
I do think we do need to kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, except for the first time. Because first time if we kick off, I'd love to kick it right down to the 5-yard line so then they have to return it, and then we can light his hind end up. Start the game early.
Joe, Vol Daddy is the one with all the hair. He's currently coughing his head off, or has been all night. So I've taken over to kind of read the main part of the show just so he can save his voice for Saturday a little bit.
I'm a wanted man in Columbus.
I want here on a steel horse I ride.
We're coming.
We ride together.
We
We
coming.
ride it down.
It all lie.
Hound Dogs is locally owned and operated right in the heart of West Knoxville. They have the largest selection of youth clothing and tons of checkerboard overalls that we all wear, stocked in all sizes. And we will be wearing our checkered overalls this Saturday, just saying. They carry a huge variety of brands like Vol Navy, our great sponsor, Tennessee Trends, that's Amy Maxwell, Vintage UT, 865 Life, Old 10, and many other small business brands. Check Hound Dogs out in person at 9250 Kingston Pike or online at hdknoxville.com. They'll also be set up at the Loco Drive-In on game days, which is a huge event. So if you're not brave enough to make the trip to Columbus, I'm sure Hound Dogs will be set up right there at the Loudoun County Drive-In. It's a cool place. Let's play over-under. For our listeners, this is very simple. We're going to give a stat, a number, and we predict whether it will be over or under that number. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Ready, Freddie.
Over under. I think we all know our answer on this one already. Mm-hmm. Tennessee covers a spread of 7 points Saturday at the University of Ohio.
Over.
Yes.
To the moon.
Tennessee's definitely going to cover the 7 points. I'm surprised it's 7 points in either direction. Really.
That is easy money, everybody. Take your money. Take it.
I really thought this game would be a 3-point favorite one way or the other.
Some cuck on TikTok says Tennessee's not won a top 10 game since 2006.
Really?
They certainly haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
He said it like 4 times. That's why I'm pointing it out.
What was their last top 10 win?
Tennessee not won a top 10 game since 2006. We haven't won a top 10 game in about 2 months.
Yeah.
So, golly. Where do you all get your information from? There is a such thing as Google. Just look it up.
It's probably some lonely pedophile in his parents' basement saying that.
Whoa.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I got aggressive. I can't.
You went all Alex Rosen on him.
I'm sorry.
Over under 47.5 total points for the game between Tennessee and the University of Ohio.
I've got over barely, though. I think it's going to be close.
What was the number?
47.5.
Give me under.
Guys, I went under. Both teams have a top 10 defense. This game's going to be won in the trenches.
The only difference is we play offenses.
Yep.
We're gonna have a old-fashioned saloon shootout. Give me the over on this one, baby.
Yep. Over under. Nico has 2.5 total touchdowns versus the Buckeyes.
Over. I think we see Nico use his legs a lot Saturday.
I think you're right, but I'm going to go 2 because I think Sampson's going to have a day.
Legacy game for Nico.
Yeah, I said under. If Nico has 3 touchdowns in the air, it's going to be a very, very long night for Ohio.
I love the saying, Luke, legacy game, but I'm going to switch it up just a little bit because he still has a few more years to make a legacy here. This is a statement game. This is where Nico finally gets the national recognition he deserves. Finally, he will get what he deserves. The Ula Fala, he is going to be crowned everybody's tribal chief this Saturday night.
Give us a Polynesian dance, Spanky. You need to watch more Moana.
I'm good with it. Over under. Tennessee defense has 3.5 sacks on Saturday.
Under, but they have 3.
I'm going over. I like our defensive front against a banged up OSU defensive line. Offensive line.
Give me 3 right at it. Give me 3.
4's a lot. Hell with it. Give it to me. All or nothing, baby.
Over under. Tennessee's defense allows less than 125.5 rushing yards.
Under.
I'm saying under. I don't think OSU is going to be able to muster much of an offense against us.
If they got 75, I'll die.
Yeah, I'm going under as well. I think the defense wins this game.
Our big guys in the middle, they're gonna eat.
Yep.
All these Ohio State people on TikTok keep telling me how great their offense is. I've watched you play against Michigan.
You scored 10 points at home against Michigan, who was 6-6 on the year coming in.
21-point favorites at home.
Who have they played? Other
You've beat a bunch of teams that are either right at 500 or negative 500. Nobody is impressed.
What's
with
even your
Ohio
quarterback's
State.
name?
Nobody's impressed.
Like, I bet it's some white dude, just a generic white dude name you put in NCAA.
You played Oregon.
Will Howard.
Oregon, and you played
Will
Penn.
Howard, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, Will Howard. I mentioned him earlier.
I got a neighbor named Will Howard.
I had to Google him. They said they played Oregon and Penn State. Penn State's not beat a over 500 team, so Penn State don't even count.
And Penn State struggled.
James Franklin's 1-15 versus anybody with a pulse.
And James Franklin has a side job on Comedy Central.
Oh, they're bragging about Indiana.
Oh, God.
Man.
Oh, man.
man.
What a powerhouse.
Wow.
176 strength of schedule, Indiana.
Man.
Sorry, don't fake a heart attack on us like your old coach liked to do.
My goodness. Yeah, watch out for the heart attack, boys.
Yeah, and y'all played Oregon and you lost at home again. Y'all lost 2 home games, 3 coming up Saturday.
You want me to tell you my earliest memories of Ohio State when I first started to pay attention to college football as a young boy? They went undefeated that first year. I remember it. It was, 2012. And guess what? They didn't even get to make a bowl game because they got in trouble with the NCAA. So you know what? That is how I fondly remember Ohio State. Booyah. You can be so good, but you'll just always be that close.
You went all Jim Tressel on them there.
A bunch of wannabes.
Anything else good?
Just like the same.
The same generic things they've been trying to
The only good thing about Ohio is Kings Island. I love that place.
You might want to go chain those goalposts down somewhere. We're coming for them.
Yep.
There was a kid when I went to school who liked Ohio State. And you know what we did to that kid? We beat him up and we threw rocks at him because he liked Ohio State. Don't be that
And he
kid.
grew up to be Spanky.
Nikki says Indiana has a football team. Who knew?
Never knew. Thought that was a basketball school.
They like to throw chairs. I know that.
All right, guys.
They don't even have a mascot, do they? I know it's a
Hoosiers.
huge. They don't really have like a
Hoosiers,
mascot though.
I think they have. I think it's like a bison or something.
Thought it was a chair.
like it.
Apparently, it's a big win, guys. It's a big win. So respect it.
okay,
Respect
okay.
it. Damn
Big
it.
win, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
My
like our
Vince-
Chattanooga win, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd compare them to Vandy.
Yeah. Vandy would probably beat Indiana.
I guarantee it. They drag anybody. in
Vandy's
that conference.
quarterback's coming back.
Yeah, that's another story altogether. We'll talk about it next week. Over under. Dylan Sampson has 150.5 rushing yards.
Over.
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 Guys,
over.
I went under. I only went under because Yet again, I feel like he's going to share the load with Bishop. They're going to limit his carries in the first half and let him loose late in the game.
It don't matter. He's still going to go over.
And then over-under, Jermon McCoy, 1/2 of an interception.
Over.
I think he gets the key interception. I'm going over.
I don't think he has time to get an interception. Give me under.
God, they're so mad on TikTok.
D-line's coming. Let me read all these Karens here. Let's see. Let's see.
What's your biggest concern going into Columbus on Saturday?
Honestly, man, it's the officials for me. Apparently, this crew's officiated some bad, some
They
atrocious
officiated the Purdue game
Golly.
in 21.
We can't use it as an excuse, guys. We
including that's my biggest concern. I'm a Tennessee fan. Let it be my concern. You asked. That's my opinion. They officiated our Music City Bowl against Purdue. They officiated the Miami Duke game a couple years ago with all the laterals at the end. They officiated the Miami Virginia Tech game this year. Mm-hmm. So,
my biggest concern is falling behind early and starting slow. On paper, OSU should have a better roster. On the field, that's likely a different case. We can't have the pre-snap penalties. I said it earlier, let's play our game. And, Josh, the officials do not need to be seen.
I agree.
That was.
4, 5.
Go ahead, Spank. What's your biggest concern?
Sorry, I'm counting. I'll give my total here in just a second. But my biggest concern, like everyone else said, is the officials, because anytime you're having to go up there in that part of the world, the officials are not very bright as it is, and especially the crew that they're going to give us. But to me, this is how I look at officiating. Don't put yourself in the hands of the officials, and you don't need to lose the ball game. If you put yourself to where the officials have to make an outcome in the ball game, then you didn't deserve to win the game anyway. So do the right things, do the little things, keep them out of it, and let's just go play ball. But I'm keeping a tally right now. As of right now, I'll give you a total count, everybody. We have, in TikTok chat, we have 10 inbreds, we have 42 virgins, and we have 35 pedophiles. 35.
And
37. There's another.
Whoa.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes. Oh, my God. Is that O.J. Simpson? Oh, man.
Vaughn, Eddie, what's your biggest concern?
The road game. It's no secret that Josh Heupel's teams have struggled on the road. Florida, Georgia, Bama, Arkansas, South Carolina, multiple times. The mental aspect here worries me. Other than that, it's just us getting down early, just starting horribly, and that's going to be hard to recover from versus a good team. That's my two biggest concerns.
Well, then the opposite question. Why are you confident this Tennessee football team gets it done in Columbus?
Effort in the fight. This team truly gives their all for Tennessee every single game. I'm confident that we get the very best effort possible from our players and our coaches.
We've said it all year, man. Defense wins championships. Match that with Dylan Sampson, and that's a recipe for a huge win in Columbus.
Yeah, I said this team is hungry. Ohio State is a defeated fan base right now. They've turned on their team and coach. They want their coach fired. When our boys come out of that locker room to 40,000 Vawls fans invading the horseshoe, it'll likely be an adrenaline rush like no other. ABC won't be able to ignore the sea of orange coming. I truly believe our fans can and will make a difference in this game. Ohio University up there listening to us on TikTok, we are coming. And we're going to be loud. We're going to be proud. We're going to sing Rocky Top all night long on Friday night. We're going to sing it all day Saturday. And we're going to sing it all night Saturday night after we beat your asses at about 8 o'clock Saturday evening in the shoe.
In the toilet seat.
Repeat the question.
Why are you confident?
Repeat the question.
Why are you confident?
Repeat the question. I'm confident because we are the University of Tennessee and you are the Ohio. I'm trying to speak here. I'm holding this microphone steady here.
Corn cob pop it there.
No, hush it. We wear orange. You wear red. There's only one shade of orange. That is the right shade. We are the only school with this kind of shade of orange. There's many scarlets. I'm distracted here. Look what we did.
We.
Can mess up a wet dream. Before we hit the door, we want to thank our sponsor.
He's really went off like twice, and both times he's really messed up.
Guys,
You just gotta have told it, baby.
Before we hit the door.
There it is. Look.
Oh, sorry to this sponsor. I want to thank our sponsor, 865 Exterior Solutions. Matt, Cole, and Chandler Kite are the guys to call. Local business, local people, no better people to support. Call Matt at 865-399-3547 or call Chandler at 865-292-1772 for any of your project needs. Roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, they can do it all. Free estimates and fully insured. Check them out on Facebook, 865 Exterior Solutions. You will not regret giving Matt and Chandler your business. All right.
Matt, Chandler, we apologize.
Is it broke? I hope
We're going
it
to take that
ain't.
out of your paycheck.
And we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we're not.
Oh, sorry.
Vol Daddy, it is that time to play the duel.
Yeah, Josh Spanky Spur will battle it out over 5 tough questions. This is listener voted, so in the comments you must cast your vote for Josh, Spank, or the Spur. Spanky is the current champion.
Believe it or not.
For the first time in a while.
Let's see if he can defend his belt. Are you all ready? Mike wants to know if you're drunk, Spanky.
No, I'm actually not.
Spanky doesn't drink.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I really don't.
Allegedly.
I'm just here for a good time. I want to drink water.
Question 1. Other than Dylan Sampson, who's going to step up on offense the most
It's too loud.
to bring the Vols to victory versus Ohio?
Spur, you want to go first?
Yeah, it's not a fancy answer to this question, but it's simply Lance Hurd and Campbell, our left and right tackle. They must have a good game for us to succeed. We know the talent is there. OSU's defensive line is big. We have to protect Nico and open up lanes for our running backs. This game can come down to our right and left tackles play. And that's I think that's who has to step up.
I'm going to go outside the box here a little bit. I'm going to go Miles Kitzelman. You know, he stepped up huge for us in a couple games this year when we needed him to. I don't think they respect our tight ends, and we know how good our tight ends are. I think we get them involved a lot more, especially Miles Kitzelman. I think he'll have a good game.
We've got Nico Thornton Brew.
I'm going to go with the answer of someone who I don't think's gotten a whole lot of love this year. And they've been banged up past couple games. They wore the red jersey during practice leading up to the game. But I just think they're about to go off, and I think that's Squirrel White. I think he's going to have a highlight reel of a game. I think he's going to have as the kids call it, a joystick day where he's just going to go all video game numbers and juking everybody out.
You know, those Ohio fans want to talk about their receivers. What about our receivers?
Yeah.
Good luck to your defensive backs.
All right, question 2. If Tennessee loses this football game, do you consider this season a success, a failure, or will you just be disappointed?
Man,
I'm just going to take it, Josh.
go ahead.
I'll just be disappointed. This season, this Tennessee football team has beaten Oklahoma, Florida, and Alabama, all with a freshman quarterback. We've made the first ever 12-team college football playoffs. Will I be hurt and upset if we lose? Absolutely. But I'm going to hold my head high and be proud to be a Tennessee Vol no matter what happens on Saturday. However, I have a slight feeling I'm going to be singing Rocky Top for a couple more weeks until we go to Rose Bowl to play Oregon.
Yeah. Man, I look at it as a success. You know, we talked before the season started, and we all sat here and said that, you know, making it to the college football playoff was our goal.
Our first goal.
Our first goal. And we all considered that a successful season. And I think, yeah, you know, if things don't go our way Saturday, yeah, we'll be disappointed. But you can't take anything away from this team and these players and these coaches. It's been a successful season.
Success is measured on individual goals. What do you want to achieve? What do you want your team to achieve? I think that win or lose this Saturday, this season has been a success. Not only I feel like on the field, because we are one of the only 12 teams to ever say that we made the first ever 12-team college football playoffs. That should be a testament to these players, these coaches. You only get a few firsts, and this team is one of the first. And the big thing to me, the reason I think we're a success is media presence. You know, a few years Tennessee's been one of them, you know, hey, look at them from afar. But I feel like now, the way Tennessee football is, people are not looking at us from afar. They're looking at us right there in their homes, in their living rooms, on the big screen. I feel like we are right there with some of the big dogs in college football. It's just now time to go get some rings and some championships to back up this media hype.
Valdaddy, I know we're in the middle of the duel, but I got to ask a question to the Ohio fans listening on TikTok right now. How many people's going to show up at 4 a.m. for college game day in Ohio State?
I wouldn't say many.
I don't think there'll be many at all.
I hope.
Ohio State, if you was really this true and passionate about your teams, it'd have done been sold out. I can promise you this. I guarantee you. I bet my house, if this game was in Neyland, tickets wouldn't be at $150. Heck,
150?
tickets.
They're 110.
Well, sorry, 110. I bet tickets wouldn't even be on the market.
No, it'd be sold out already.
No,
If
you
there
couldn't
was
get
one
them.
on StubHub, it would be over 1,000.
There's 20,000 tickets left for Ohio State. Is pathetic.
It's
Their
embarrassing.
It's
It's
embarrassing.
absolutely
Y'all made the wrong decision on letting them host the
Yeah.
game, and it's about to prove the committee wrong. But hey, that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes I like being on the road team because that means you can look up in the stands and see all them disappointed people, and I love it. There's nothing better in this world, nothing better that gets me going than going into a road environment and making people go home crying, making people go home upset.
Spanky,
I love it.
Spanky.
Spanky, you sound like Will Muschamp. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
You ain't even going, Spanky. Why don't
I'm
you cut the
sorry.
power at Cofield School Saturday
Yes,
until you go to the game?
SeatGeek reported 42% of tickets are going to Tennessee fans. Ticketmaster and Vivid are right at the 50% mark.
Guys, I looked at the Ohio State's student section before I come to this podcast tonight. There are hundreds and hundreds of seats available in the student section. Guys, that's a pathetic showing by the Ohio fans. It really is. I'm sorry.
There would be a wait list for our students to get in. I'm sorry. There wouldn't. Like Valdez said, there wouldn't be a ticket available.
I don't care how cold it's going to be.
No, we got 20,000 on the season ticket wait list. Over 20,000.
Man, Thurman
And
can't
I'll
even
say-
get his ticket in Neyland.
I'll say it again, Ohio fans. We're coming, and we're bringing a bunch of orange with us.
That's what she said.
They're still crying in the comments.
What are they crying about now?
They're Ohio State fans. What are they not crying about?
Yeah, that's a good point, Karen's.
Y'all sound like Sammy Kershaw.
We're gonna
Right
wear-
there, you always make me cry.
We're going to wear the Michigan helmets, and that'll just scare them all off.
We
We're
should.
gonna make Coach Chris proud, buddy.
We're going to plant a Michigan flag at the 50-yard line to start the game.
That's what we should
And
have
then
brought. We
switch it
should
out with
have
the Tennessee
brought.
flag.
Luke, we should have brought that old Coach Chris. I got one down in the equipment room, buddy.
Them helmets.
Yeah, the little
You should have brought it
Wolverine
today. You should have brought it today. We got to filter that thing Tennessee orange.
Yeah.
Question 3. Let us know in the comments who's winning the duel. What is the best Christmas tradition?
To me, it's just spending quality time with my kids and family, seeing them smile on Christmas Day, the magic of Christmas, but also remembering the meaning behind the word Christmas. So to me, it's just spending time with my family and kids.
You know, there's only one answer to this question, and for me as well, and that's being with family. No matter what year it is, no matter what we're doing, I'm always with my family, my kids, my extended family, whatever it is. That's the best tradition for me.
Yeah, like these guys said, you know, the real meaning of Christmas, we all know what the real meaning is all about, but this ain't Hallmark. This is the Vawls Deep podcast, buddy. Look, the best part of Christmas, it's the gifts. It's everybody going out of their way to get me something for Christmas. Everyone spending their hard-earned money, all them hours. They got to work, but they want to get me something for Christmas. It makes my heart just so happy. It makes everything great. Christmas is the second best holiday of the whole year. Spur, Josh, do you know what the best holiday of the whole year is? Tell them what it is.
Spanky, it's not your birthday.
That's a lie. November 16th,
Hey,
baby.
Spanky, I got you some for Christmas, by the way. Hey, are we doing a show next week here on Christmas night?
I'm not sure.
We'll see. I'm available Christmas night, so
I'll
let's
have
do
my
it.
kids. So
So let's do a gift exchange here. I got Spanky something already.
Yeah, Gary says.
Better keep that box above the table.
No, I got your
Big G says 49 viewers. Good job, guys. Yeah, we've got other platforms too, but Big G, 3.4 thousand followers.
Hey, Big G.
I appreciate that. Compared to how many does the Vawls Daddy have there? Big God, you are fat as.
Ooh, if it ain't too lady, he ain't a lady. Hey, but you're one of them 49, baby. Why don't you come on Facebook and YouTube?
Work on them cankles, Big Gary.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and check out the Vol Daddy on his Facebook and then come back and tell us how many followers.
Work on them big cankles, Gary.
Big old boom, boom, boom.
All right, let us know in the comments who's winning the duel. Question 4: Josh Allen is the best NFL quarterback since who? Name a current if you believe he isn't the best in the NFL right now.
Right now, I believe he is the best in the NFL, and I'll tell you who he reminds me of from back in the 90s. That's John Elway. John Elway didn't care to put his head down, go get them extra yardage. And I know Spanky's going to love my answer to this question. He was a fighter, man. He did not give up on his team. He was going to do what he had to do for that team to win.
Well, Spanky's fixing to say Bo Nix, so he's going to be crazy. But the answer is Patrick Mahomes. He's still playing. Patrick Mahomes continues to get it done year in and year out. Josh Allen hasn't won the big one yet, and Mahomes may as well win his third this season. Until Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl, I can't call him the best quarterback in the league. He's having a good year so far, but he hasn't beaten Mahomes in the big one yet.
Minus, in my opinion, the greatest quarterback of all time. I know I never really liked him.
Hold on just a second, Spank. Let me stop Spur right there. You know, he can't do it all. He can't play defense. If
he's got to be the leader of the team.
If Buffalo's defense hadn't have gave up, 80 yards in 13 seconds, we'd be singing a different song here.
Against who?
Kansas City.
Against Patrick Mahomes, exactly.
Yeah, but it was his defense.
Vote in the comments what song you guys want to sing. But no, I'm going to, even though I'm not going to count the GOAT Tom Brady here, even though I never really liked him, but it's hard to argue against it. Josh Allen reminds me, and y'all might think I'm crazy for this. He reminds me of a young Peyton Manning.
You're dumb.
You're dumb. Yeah.
He is. He's a guy who is on a team.
You're dumb.
Let me explain here, people. He is a guy on a team who is usually
You don't
pretty
even know
good.
what you're saying,
Won't you
Spanky.
give me a minute, man? You stutter all the time. Give me a second. I'm trying to breathe here because I got good points coming out of my mouth left and right.
You ain't got no good points.
But no, he's a guy on a team that doesn't want to help him out a whole lot. He's very young. He puts the nose to the grindstone. He keeps grinding. He's going to get to a Super Bowl. He's going to lead his team to a Super Bowl.
He just compared Josh Allen to Peyton Manning.
I can't respect that.
Hey, and look. Hey, wait. Look what's about to happen.
I love
This
Josh
comment
Allen.
section is about to blow up.
Vol Daddy,
So
have
just
you
give
already
it just a second.
have you went all in on the Bills?
Look, there's one right
sound like
there.
you're about
Thank
to.
you for your comment.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm stuck.
I
I'm
love
stuck.
Josh Allen,
I'm stuck
man.
between Bills and Lions.
That was a good game.
Well, that's a good game.
I know. I was really analyzing.
492 yards and 5 touchdowns for Jared Goff. And
It's
he
so
lost.
nice not having a team
He
though,
lost.
and
Yeah.
just
Pulled that stat out,
enjoying
didn't
it.
Yeah.
All right, question 5. Let us know in the comments who is winning the duel.
I'm the one holding a microphone.
Question-
That's your own fault.
Question 5. Who's the best head coach in the NFL right now?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Andy Reid. Andy Reid. See my answer from the previous question.
I'll change
2
my
in a
answer.
row, and is the team positioned for another Super Bowl run this year. He won a Super Bowl at Philly. He's won 2 or more at Kansas City, and he's done so without a fully loaded team. It's Andy Reid.
And just a fully loaded team.
He hasn't. They was not fully loaded last year when they won the Super Bowl. They had Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and there's a bunch of makeshift from there.
Seems loaded to me.
Mike Sharp says Tomlin.
Anyway,
Tomlin is a good answer. That was my next answer.
Tomlin-
One of these guys had said.
Tomlin's solid.
he's not had a losing season, but Dan Campbell, man, with what he's done with Detroit and as little time as he's been there, he's taken them to new heights. This team went from being a laughingstock to the top tier in the NFL.
It's hard to argue with that, Josh. Very
Blake
hard.
Garner says Callahan.
It's hard to argue that, Josh, but I do. Hear me out with this one. Y'all are probably going to jump all over me for saying this one, but I'm going to go with Sean Payton. Only because of look what the Broncos were when he
Jesus
took
Christ.
over. Look what they were when he took over. Yeah, he
You're
had
such
a bad
homer,
season.
Spanky.
He had a bad season last year, but look, he's gotten to them to where they have almost clinched a playoff
Hey,
spot.
Spanky, you know how you
Yes.
was getting on those Ohio fans for cheating and getting suspended and not being able to go to a bowl game. Stuff
Yeah.
Like that. You know, Sean Payton got suspended for a whole year, right?
No, they made a movie about it, man. It's just a movie. Can't believe all the movies, man.
And Josh Allen's Nick's Bo Nix.
Whoa.
All right, let us know in the comments who won the duel. Go ahead, Spur. Take us off with
All
the
right. Freedom Motors. If you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, a work vehicle, or work van, even a boat, look no further than Freedom Motors. Guaranteed financing, and they will give you the absolute best money for your trade-in. They can guarantee financing solely based off of your relationship and reputation that they have with their local banks. The owner, Chris Looper, has been in the automotive industry for decades. He always brings the best of the best to his lot. Go see Chris at 7765 Manderville Pike, Knoxville, or check out the Freedom Motors inventory online at freedommotors.tn.com.
Spanky, just hold it. Don't mess it up even worse. Just hold
All right.
it.
It is time to announce the winner of last week's Pick'em contest, and I'm going to pull it up right here. The winner of last week's Pick'em contest was Cody Goins. He went 9-1. There were several 9-1s this past week, but Cody Goins, I believe his guess was 63 for the total points, and as y'all know, it was 42 or 48-42, so a lot of points scored in that game. 96.
All right, congratulations. Cody Goins will get your package to you very soon.
And when there is a winner, there is also a loser. So I have the results of last week's Pick'ems. Going 9-1 last week, sitting right here to my left, to your right, will be Josh. Going 7-3.
He went 9-1.
Going 7-3 last week was
Yeah, he's tied to you now. Y'all are
the
both.
Vawls daddy Luke Jackson went 7-3. Going 6-4 last week was Spanky sitting over here beside me. So all that being said,
Spanky has to draw.
all that being said, I went 7-3. So Spanky, it's you.
You ass.
Spanky can draw to the cup.
Spanky has to draw to come misfortune.
He can do the dare, or he has to donate $25 to charity at St. Jude's Hospital.
You want to give it a shake?
Yeah, let me shake that thing. I hope.
Valde, do you have an updated current standings?
Yeah, you're in first place. 115 and 50.
115 and 50.
Josh and Spanky are tied again. 110 and 55. And I'm at 106 and 59.
All right, Spank. Go for it, buddy.
Let us know in the comments who's winning the duel.
Right here.
Or who won the duel, I should say.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to look.
Oh, my God, Spank.
I'm trying
Right here, buddy.
I'm trying not to look. Oh, sorry. Got it. Help me.
Just handed him one.
I know it.
Oh, man.
Could have picked it up for him.
I'll be donating money.
Why?
I'll be donating
Let me see it.
I'll be donating money. I will gladly Venmo right now. I will gladly Venmo right now, or I'll bring cash tomorrow morning. I will donate right now.
Eat a box of cereal. Let's give him another one.
Eat a box of cereal during the show?
Let's give him one more.
I have a fear of cereal, and I have childhood trauma with
If I,
it.
if I bring some Fruity Pebbles,
Why won't you just eat cereal?
I got some Fruity Pebbles shine in the car.
You sound like me over there now.
I hate cereal.
I'm so glad you drew that one now.
I don't know if I can do this one. I might have to donate that one too.
God.
Get a Power T tattoo anywhere on your body, any choice, any size.
Do it.
Now's the time, Spanky.
Now is the
Now's the
time.
time.
I ain't getting no damn.
You and
tattoo.
Spur can go together.
I'll do it if you do it.
Can I get one of them washable ones and put it on my belly?
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's an actual tattoo.
Oh, look, sorry, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Put them back in there.
That was the two easiest ones in there.
I'm prima donna.
Box of cereal was just for Spanky.
Oh, come on.
Eat a bowl of mayonnaise.
There you go.
I can do that one.
A
Eat a
bowl of mayonnaise.
You won't eat a bowl of cereal, but you'll or a box of cereal, but you'll eat a bowl of mayonnaise.
I like mayonnaise.
I like mayonnaise.
Can
too.
I
Can we do
bring
it?
some eggs?
No, let's make it Will Levis mayonnaise, too. Just to make it a little bit better.
What kind's that?
Hellman's.
Oh, let's
Hell, man,
make
he's a
it
good
Duke.
quarterback.
We get to pick the mayonnaise.
No.
Always save.
Fine, you pick the mayonnaise, I'll pick the bowl.
No.
He done said yes. He done said yes. I'll pick the bowl. I'll bring it. I'll bring my mama's bowl.
All right, so you'll see it next week. Spanky eating a bowl of mayonnaise.
That don't
During
bother
the show.
me. That don't bother me at all. I like mayonnaise.
I don't like it that much. There's something wrong with you.
I
boy.
like I do, man. I like putting mayonnaise on my egg sandwiches, no crust on them.
And remember, Valdaddy himself still has to shotgun a full Coke.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to do it this week. We're going to give him a reprieve on that because of this cold sinus flu that he's got going on. We don't want him sick going up to Ohio this weekend. So we're going to let him wait till next week.
I would have done it, but Spanky brings in he was a shotgun, a plastic half-drunk
They said
Coke.
get a Coke. They didn't say. I just thought you was thirsty. I forgot what the dare was.
It was still a used Coke, homie.
You said get one.
All right, let's get through this, guys.
Pass.
Our sponsor, Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, donates $100 of every real estate closing to charities. He's already donated $8,700 the first 7 months of doing this. Some of those charities include Coalfield and Wartburg Youth Sports and the Legend of Tennessee Football Camp, which the Valdaddy personally helped put on for our small communities. He's your go-to resource for all things insurance and real estate in our area. 865-742-1672 is his direct line. Call or text him, whichever you prefer, and let him know the Vawls Deep Podcast sent you. All right, guys, it's time for our pick'ems for this week. It's going to be a little bit different this week. We're going to predict the entire football playoff bracket. First round winner will get 2 points. Quarterfinals get 4 points. Semifinal correct predictions get 6 points. And the correct national champion will land you 10 points. However, point totals do not change the loser. So the loser will be determined based off the week's overall record.
As normal.
As normal. So we're going to add 6 NFL games at the end of this week as well. So we all have a bracket printed out. So
All right, let's start with game 1. Y'all right on there, and we'll turn them in at the end, too. That way we don't lose them.
okay.
Game 1, number 12, Clemson. At number 5, Texas.
Go ahead, Spank.
Texas.
Give me Texas.
Give me Texas.
I really want to pick Dabo, but I got to go Texas.
Something.
I'm in last place. I've got to do some – I can't be too dumb here.
Yeah.
But I really want to go Clemson. Horns down. Going Texas, though.
Horns down.
Game 2, the Vawls at the University of Ohio Cuckeyes.
Give me the Volunteers of Tennessee.
Give me the Tennessee Volunteers.
I hate to do it, guys. I just have a strange feeling about this game. It's up there in their place. I'm trying to win this football challenge. Give me Ohio State to lose by 14. Tennessee all the way.
Like it. Game 3, number 11, the SMU Mustangs at the number 6 Penn State Nittany Lions.
Man, I've been back and forth on this one.
I'm just telling you, I'm taking a favorite, Penn State.
Spurs taking Penn.
Spanky, come back around to me.
I like the show Key and Peele, so give me Penn State.
I'll take Penn State as well.
Yep, Penn State for me as well. Pulling for you, though, Mustangs.
Yeah, I'll happily lose this thing.
Happily. Game 4.
Tomorrow.
We got a bunch of SMU
Friday.
coming in. Game 4, number 10 Indiana Hoosiers at number 7 Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Give me Indiana.
Spanky's taking the Hoosiers.
I'm going with Cinderella team.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your baby?
They have no business.
Who's your
doing this.
buddy?
They don't.
Who's your
business
friend?
No, they really don't. They're terrible. Give me Notre Dame.
Ohio fans think they beat somebody special when they beat Indiana.
Yeah, they
Give me
beat
Notre Dame.
I've got Notre Dame as well. Let's go and hit the rest of the college football playoff bracket.
All right. My second round winner between Texas and Arizona State is Texas. Should we just go ahead and do our second round? I got Texas winning. I've got Tennessee beating Oregon. I've got Penn State beating Boise State, and I have Notre Dame upsetting Georgia.
Josh?
I've got Texas beating Arizona State. I've got Tennessee beating Oregon. I've got Penn State beating Boise State. And I've got Georgia beating Notre Dame.
Thank you, Jack. But I got Texas beating Arizona State. I have Penn State beating Boise State. I have Georgia beating Indiana. And I hate to say it, but in the Tennessee and Oregon matchup, something feels good about the Ducks. Give me Oregon Ducks.
Spanky took Oregon.
Wow.
I knew his true colors would come out sometime.
Playing it safe. I'm a realist here, everybody.
How can you be on a Vawls Deep podcast and do
I
that? Who you got, Valdez?
Man.
I'm going to take Texas over Arizona State.
Yep.
I'm going to take Oregon over Tennessee.
See? Boom. Boom, baby.
I'm in last place, boys.
You're trying to win a contest now.
And the biggest reason I did that is just in case something happens this Saturday. I still think Oregon will beat Ohio State. So, anyway, I'm going to take Penn State over Boise. I don't think Boise belongs. Penn State's got the easiest road of anybody here. And I'm going to take Notre Dame over Georgia.
My semifinals is going to be Tennessee over Texas, Notre Dame over Penn State.
Mine is Tennessee over Texas and Georgia over Penn State.
My semifinals, it's an interesting matchup between what I feel is the two best conferences in the country.
Everybody's mad at me, boys.
Oh, yeah, they are.
You should know better.
What's everybody upset about? Oh,
I'm in last place, guys. I'm
He's trying to win a contest.
He's trying to catch up.
I'm trying to catch up. Had a horrible year.
You guys are also the same people, too, who pick Tennessee to win it all, but then when Tennessee has a bad performance, you want to bash them and all that stuff. But that's fine. That's good. Great, Danny. But as I was going back and saying,
Florida fans come out again.
I just think this is the two best conferences in the country, SEC, Big Ten, and I think we're going to have a Big Ten and SEC championship game. Give me Oregon and give me Georgia.
I've got Oregon and Notre Dame.
Give me a national championship game, Tennessee versus Notre Dame. Give me Tennessee.
God, I would love to see that.
That'd be
a
so
great
awesome.
national championship.
Me and Luke want Tennessee to win, but we're trying to be real here, people.
Give me
Tennessee or Ohio State have the hardest.
They do.
They have the hardest road to the championship.
Guys, I feel like Tennessee gets through the first round. We're in there. I think
agree.
it's the hardest game we have.
I agree. I don't know.
Oregon's tough.
Oregon's speed is troublesome, but I've got a Tennessee Georgia national championship round 2 of Tennessee Georgia. Give me Tennessee. All SEC national championship.
I love it.
The only conference that matters.
Is it me or is it
It's
Spank?
Spanky. Spanky's got Oregon versus Georgia. I see what he's got wrote down.
Well, for years and years and years, there was memes made about the University of Oregon saying, how many national championships do you have? And it would be their logo in the O. Looks like a 0. Well, this is the final year that this meme can be used because I feel like the Oregon Ducks with Coach Dan Lanning will knock off his former team, his former boss, and will cement himself as one of the top-tier coaches in the country. Give me the Oregon Ducks.
And then Ohio State's going to fire Ryan Day and hire Dan Lanning.
I think he stays at Oregon. They got too much money.
That Nike money's that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
So you got Notre Dame against Oregon. Is that what you got?
No, I can't believe I'm about to do this, but
my
give me Notre Dame
Oh my God!
to win it all.
After all the
Hell
crap,
has frozen over.
After all the crap we have talked all year about Notre Dame, that's who you're going to take to win.
thinks they
national-
had the
Look,
easiest
we done
round.
picked Tennessee to lose.
They have
Johnny Majors is pissed right now.
They have an easy route. Georgia's wounded.
Georgia's wounded. Penn State's not very good. SMU's good, but they're not.
And I think Notre Dame's better than Oregon.
Still.
He can't believe you said it either. I know he can't.
I hate saying it.
Hey, when's
You have been the biggest
I hate Notre
trash
Dame.
talker against Notre Dame.
No, I've actually took up for him the last few.
Last couple of weeks.
He
He set this up.
But
No, I didn't.
for the first 8-9 weeks of the season, you talk nothing but crap.
Oh yeah, always.
Um,
But it's all about the route, man. I think they got the easiest route.
Tyler Turner said you just lost that contest.
I've lost them all year, so
I do got a question. When is Alabama's NIT game? Do we know what channel that comes on?
Will be in the Dollar General Bowl.
There was bowl games on today, and I didn't even realize it. That's how bad it is.
then I mean none of it. I mean, don't really matter now, man. If you're on,
I do have an update. Vawls 77, Memphis 66.
Kimberly says too much cough, sir, at Val Daddy. Yeah, too much corn.
Hey, University of Las Vegas the other day, guys, hired them a good football coach.
All right, let's continue. Let's hit the NFL talk now, or the NFL pick'ems now.
I'm sick right now.
You mad at me?
Yeah, I'm kind of upset with you, man.
I'll gladly eat the crow. Gladly.
Got to catch one first. Them things are hard to catch,
Steal
man.
some of his mayonnaise over to eat it with.
It's been a few weeks since I've actually seen a crow.
If they win, though, I'm gonna rub it in.
Gotta find something dead
Game
in the
5, Houston Texans at Kansas City Chiefs.
road. How about them Chiefs?
Give me the Chiefs.
Guys, there's a good chance Patrick Mahomes is not playing this game. They may be sitting him because he's got a high ankle sprain. Houston needs to win. Give me the Chiefs.
You heard that here, Adam
I was about to
Schefter.
say, that don't
Justin
matter.
Sperling has all the inside scoop.
What's the chances that he's playing?
I just heard that today. They said he's got a high ankle sprain, and they may be sitting him for a playoff run.
Spur has friends
So I'll give
in
you,
low
I'll give you some
places
insider information here.
where the
my man.
whiskey drowns and the beer chases his
What are
blues
you
away.
saying over there, Spanky?
I'm reporting.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too. Again, I'm trying to play the card. My card's right tonight. Game 6, Pittsburgh Steelers at Baltimore Ravens.
Man, this game's so hard to pick.
It is.
I went back and forth on it numerous times. I wanted to say Steelers. I wanted to say Ravens. But give me the Ravens because they're at home.
This is outside of my team, who is just hot garbage. This, I think, is the best rivalry in the NFL. I love seeing the Steelers and the Ravens play. Something tells me that the Ravens' defense has been very lacking. I'm going to take the Steelers to beat them.
Okay.
They played a few weeks ago. The score was 18-16.
Spankums.
Give me the Steelers.
I'm gonna leave Josh out on a limb here. I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'm going to be honest.
Actually, no, never mind. I'm going Ravens. That's who I had circled.
I'll be honest here. The reason I picked the Steelers
Let's whoop 'em.
was because of the simple fact I was dozing off and I don't know who they were playing, and I heard Spurs say Steelers, and I was like, I'll just pick the Steelers.
They're playing the Ravens.
Spanky's
He's out of it.
he's out of it today.
Yeah.
Did you get into that cough messing over?
No, I think my Adderall's just wore off or something.
Game 7, the Philadelphia Eagles at Washington Redskins.
Give me Philly. They're on a hot streak.
Philly looks good right now. Saquon Barkley can't be touched. Yeah, give me the Eagles.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I think it's a good
On
game.
the road to
It's gonna be a good game.
victory.
I've got the Eagles as well.
Fly,
Game 8, the
Eagles,
Tennessee
fly.
Titans at Indianapolis Colts.
It's going to be the worst game
Oh, good.
of football ever imagined.
Ratings will be high for this one again.
Where's it at?
I'm not going to be watching it.
It's at Indy. I'm not going to watch it. We'll be either really, really happy or really depressed, one or the other, come this time this game happens.
Give me the Colts. I can't pick Tennessee right now. I can't. They're horrible.
Give me the fighting McAfees.
Mason Rudolph is starting for the Titans. Give me the Titans.
I remember when he was a Sooner.
I don't think it matters.
Mason Rudolph's a much better quarterback than Will Levis.
They're both hot garbage.
Uncle Rico's a better quarterback than Will Levis.
I'm going to go with the Colts as well.
leaving Spur out there on
The
the
Colts
limb.
are really bad. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a chance this time.
The Colts are bad. The Tennessee Titans are even worse.
Game 9, the Cleveland Browns at Cincinnati Bengals.
Give me the Bengals.
Give me those Bengals.
Fighting Joe Burrows.
Who they?
They didn't
Who
play
they
much
think
better
they
than
beat
Tennessee.
the Bengals?
There was 11 turnovers in that game, Tennessee versus Cincinnati.
I know. I started Joe Burrow instead of Josh Allen.
I turned the game on, and I seen 4 offensive plays for Tennessee.
Wow.
Because
They were awful.
Waiting for Detroit.
Detroit's defense has been playing pretty good. And then I was like, I think I'll take Joe Burrow against the Titans defense.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong.
Tyler says Titans should have drafted Hooker.
We've said it since then.
Go look at my Facebook right now. It's there.
I know. I typed in the AI generator the other day, Hooker in a Titans uniform, but it didn't pull up. Game 10, Minnesota Vikings at Seattle Seahawks, plus the total points.
You know, Spanky, I gave you a bunch of crap last week for picking such high points in that game that we picked, the Lions and the Bills. You picked 72. I think they scored like 90.
96.
Ooh. But give me the Vikings and 45 points.
Spur.
This game's tough because Seattle's playing well. It's at home. It's a tough place to play. The weather's going to be a factor. I think Seattle has a lot to play for now.
It gets cold in Minnesota, too.
I know. I just make it play inside. Give me Seattle, and I'm going to go 47.
I'm going
Bengals.
to have to pick the 12th man. But since I'm going to pick the 12th man, the referee will throw a flag, and that will be offsides because you can't have 12 men on the field. Give me the Minnesota Vikings.
Did you write down 45 or 46 for me?
45.
Okay.
And my total points, 66.
That's a big total for the NFL. But, yeah,
He had 72 last week.
I know it.
I got the Vikings. Let's go 48.
All right. I'll operate the Pick'ems page on Facebook. So if y'all want to pick these games, here's how we're going to do it this week. Are we just going to do the 6 NFL games, Vol Daddy?
No, it'll be the 4. It'll be all 10.
I'll tell you, the 4 weekend playoff games plus the 6 NFL games. So this weekend's college football playoffs plus the NFL games will be posted on the Vawls Deep Podcast Facebook page sometime tonight or in the morning. Go under that podcast page only. Comment your winners. The tie-breaking score will be the total points scored in the Minnesota-Seattle game. So get them in early. The first playoff game, remember, is Friday night. So that is the deadline to submit your entry. Winner will get a $25 gift card from Hound Dogs, some cool swag for the Vol Navy, and the Vawls Deep Podcast. Woody Vols were up by 11 with about 4 minutes to go. We know that much.
81-69 with 3:30 left.
So there you go.
All right. Thank y'all for watching, and sorry for
Vol Daddy, before we go,
coughing on
we got
everybody.
2 things left to do. I want to do 2 things. Who won the duel, first of all?
Spur won the duel.
I want to duel. All right. Second of all, and Vol Daddy, I'm going to apologize for this now. Can we get a final word from each of us going into these playoffs? A final word?
Just be there.
Just be there.
Be there.
What do you got, Josh?
Be loud. Be obnoxious. Be Tennessee.
Let's make them know that we belong where we're at right now. We are in this national championship tournament for a reason. Let's play our style of football, and let's win in the shoe. Be loud, be proud. Buy those tickets now. They're $115. Get your tickets and go to this game. You will not regret it.
My final words. Put the ball down.
Hype style, baby.
Hayes in the barn. Go Vols.